Shouldn't do as much damage to my ninja now. Still does quite a bit of damage. God, his defense is... Oh! 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 Look at that! He's dead! He's dead! He is dead! That's right. I killed him. I killed Chaos. Yeah. Oh, look at him die. Yeah. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. Oh my god, can't believe it's actually over. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. Well, for everyone still watching this, I have to thank you, and I apologize for some of the blunders that happened. Yeah, hope you can just overlook that. Really. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. It's kind of confusing, but this explains it. Monsters ran rampant, and the world sank into darkness. Yep, and that's how it began. And then we showed up and killed everything. But all that is now past. Yeah, because you know what happened after that. With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? I don't know. None can say. Yeah, that's just the way to explain everything, just put none can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. Oh god, we're lagging. But the bravery of 4 young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. Interesting. None will ever recall the struggle the 4 endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. Yeah, so what the hell? It's like it never happened? I mean, what kind of ending is that? But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Yeah, for one of the first fantasy RPG games on, like, in the history of that I can remember, it was really awesome, despite all the bugs and glitches, because it was a pretty low-budget game. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. Yeah, but Final Fantasy is a little bit different these days, isn't it? Some games are kind of similar to this one, but other ones are kind of like, you know, what the hell has happened to that? And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. So what are we, like gods, or like gods now or something? It's It's kind of unusual, but whatever. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. It doesn't scroll up normally, it just kind of jitters around a little bit and makes it kind of difficult to read sometimes. But that's okay. I don't mind that. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Don't you mean four? There were four of us. Or I guess it's probably just talking to the player. But sometimes I have multiple people playing this game with me. Like back when I was a kid, I had some of my friends each take command of one person. You are the bringer of light. Oh look, birds. Oh, and that's the end of the game. And well, everyone, thanks for watching this, and it was a really fun game for me to play, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now it just goes and shows screenshots of some of the towns and places that we've seen. Wow, just really what an epic game it was. And just in case you're wondering, I'm not going to do Final Fantasy II because out of all the other Final Fantasy games besides this one, I really don't like that much. Final Fantasy III on the DS, that one's okay. Final Fantasy V on the Game Boy Advance, that one's good too. But games that I really can't really stand is Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. I never played Final Fantasy X or 9. I never played 11. I played 12. That one's not bad. Well, the Final Fantasy game that I really like is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles series. I really love those games. But yeah, that's the end of the game. Now we have something that kind of reminds you of Star Wars or something. Interesting. But I'm pretty sure they're not stars. They're more of like I don't know. Maybe they're like parts of the crystal or something. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I can see why this game is called Final Fantasy, because after this game, it seems like there's nothing else to go by. Like there's no sequel, but there actually is. There's tons of sequels. Because I heard that they all roll together somehow, but I really don't think about it too much. It's kind of like The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, they kind of roll together a little bit, but really they're just separate games, and just enjoy them. Okay, now I got nothing to say. God damn it! This is like something that happens to every single LP I know. At the end of the game, they really have nothing to say. Because what is there left to be said? I don't know. Oh yeah, the trick in the LP's hat. Read the credits. Rogue Taki, Yasoge Ago, Shinpei Azuma, David Ribbs, Carlio, okay, Jonathan Cooperson, Keith P. Martz, Aaron Adams, Frederick K. Hashi, Sashio Ikrata, Alfred Holes. You know what's funny to find a name that that kind of like sounds funny, or like or like have a last name that actually sounds like a bad word. The end. And then it plays the Final Fantasy theme. Save game clear data? Sure. So yeah, once I hit yes, that'll be the end of the game. And thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you on the other videos and other LPs later. So see you later. Yeah. What am I gonna say? How am I gonna end this? God, no, no! I must say something funny. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you next time from everyone here at Beaner Productions, which is actually, I must be honest, it's really just me. But whatever. This is Beaner4657 saying, see you later.